Hi, everyone. My name is Darlene Dotson, and I wanted to talk about the Leo full moon happening today on the 28th of November at 2:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we have the Leo moon, okay? We have Uranus still conjunct Mars, and it's squaring, all right, the moon, and then it's opposing the sun slash Jupiter, what we know as a T square. Now, pretty much this T square is telling us that we can change things, okay, if we use our philosophies and our higher minds. And if we expand on our government or expand issues to do with our minds or our education or our media, because Saturn is also still conjunct the Sun and Jupiter, and that's where we're being restricted. And the things that are restricting us right now are the scars that we have left on other people, um, just what we have basically all the scars, okay? And in order to overcome all of this, because the T square is like the ultimate challenge that we have to overcome. But in a T square, and I've got two of them in my birth chart, we can also use them to make us more powerful. Now, our escape route through this is Scorpio, okay? And if you're on the East Coast, the chart says it's the fifth house. So the way we stop all of this mess is to stop manipulating, use our truth. We have to go in deep and do what's fair for everyone. We have to look at the masses. We can't look at just what one person wants. We have to look at everybody and everything in order to do what is fair. Because if you know a Scorpio, they are very truthful and trustworthy. Um, you know, they're truthful to a fault to where they, if they're evolved, let's say that, if they're evolved, they can be blunt truthful. Um, but on the opposite side, if you're falling into the lower vibration, you are going to manipulate, you are going to lie. But right now, with it being in the fifth house, and the fifth house naturally rules Leo, and that is our escape route. We're being asked to be fair, to be balanced, in our truthfulness, okay? We're asked to look at our own egos and how our egos are getting in the way of what's good for everybody, because if you know a Leo, okay, just to give this little piece of advice, they do like the finer things in life. They like to be the best, okay? Well, your escape route is to be the best at you, okay? To be the best you that you can be. And then, we've got Neptune in Pisces in the 10th house, and that's sextiling Venus and Pluto in Capricorn. And with it being a sextile, we are going to have to do some work here because, we can be just let the energy pass us by and continue on the same path. And we're going to be, stuck in a rut, so to speak. But if we use this energy, you're going to use it to where you're going to see past the illusions that others have painted for you. And you're not going to fall into the trends of what everybody else is doing. You are going to follow your spiritual teachings. You're going to find that you are going to move forward that. And just to let you all know, we do have the North Node in Gemini, okay? And that's in the 12th house on this full moon's chart. And it sits on the ascendant and it's squaring Neptune in Pisces again about the 10th. And, you know, we're going to have to look at our dual natures. We're going to have to see, we're going to have to use our intellect and our minds, okay, to get to the spiritual side that's going to be good for everybody, not just what we want. Because right now, people that are spiritually aware are going to do what's right for everybody and not is just what's right for their self. They're going to live in their own truth because, again, we've got that sun in Jupiter, okay? And then we also have Saturn. Now, Saturn falls in our 8th house, and Saturn restricts what he touches. And he has been restricting other people's money, our sex lives. He has been restricting, it could be sales, could be he's bringing death, and he's restricting the transformation that we want. And he's restricting all this because he wants us to use that Sun Jupiter power in the 9th house. And all of it is in Aquarius. And pretty much with that being there, it's time to get over our fears and deal with our own egos and how we've scarred others. Okay? You've got to look at your beliefs and what you believe. And you've got to use your philosophies in a way that's good for everyone, not one race, not one culture, not one belief system. We have got to do things that are good for everybody because Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, and that's the 9th house. And with this full moon, he's also falling in his 9th house on the Eastern Standard Time Zone. And he wants us to use our higher mind, our philosophies, but he wants us to do it in a way that's good for everybody, just not ourselves. We have to be independent from what we have been taught and do it in a way that's good for everyone again because we have Chiron in the 10th in Aries. And with Chiron here, we do feel broken. We feel ashamed of our actions, of the things that we've done in the past. And we have to realize that we have to build our true identity, okay, on ourselves, on our values, and the actions that we take cannot have to do with power and money alone. Yes, we've built a culture that takes money to live. But do we have to use that power for that money to be ashamed of how we've built our lives? So we really have to look as a whole of why we're so broken, okay? I mean, we have to live in a way that we remove our ego. Yes, we want to let our light shine with this Leo moon, but we want to let it shine in a way that is healthy, that is creative, okay, that is new. We don't want to do things in the same way, okay? We want to do it in a new way. Because if you do know a Leo, they are also very innovative, okay? They like to make things better than what they were. And that's what this full moon is asking us to do, to let go of the old and to make things better than they were in the past. Now, I am going, let's see, we're going to use the light cards. Okay. Okay, I drew the light cards. I really like these oracles because I figured light, the moon's in Leo, and I mean the full moon's in Leo, and Leos like to shine their light, so let's use the light cards. So let's shuffle. Okay. Again, we got, it's called Take a Break. And it actually says, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. That is so appropriate for this full moon in Leo. Don't follow everybody else. Shine your light in a way that's good for you. Shine your light in an authentic way. Look at what is broken and why it's broken. Are you following other people's ways? And if so, that may be the issue to your problem. We were each created to be an individual with our own authentic gifts and light to shine. And it's time for us to shine that light. We can't look at what everybody else wants. We have to look at what's good for us. Because again, with Chiron being in Aries, it's time to get off the treadmill and look at what's broken. And then once we can live in an authentic way that doesn't have to do with power and money, we're going to find our own power. And in our own power, the money will flow to us. So, everyone, I just wanted to take a quick break and let you know what I am seeing with this full moon in Leo. I wish you much love and luck and prosperity. And I hope with this moon that you let go of the ego, let go of the past that is no longer serving you, and find your authentic self. And all I can say is have a great full moon and much prosperity and love. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.